Hey everybody, Mr. Vasquez here, and today I'm going to show you really quickly how to log into Clever. You may have used Clever for some of your other classes last year, but if you did and forgot, or you don't have any memory of ever using it, or you never used it, these are some pretty simple instructions to follow. Okay, so first thing you need to do, if you're using a Chromebook from the school, log into your Chromebook, open up your Chrome web browser. If you're using a different computer, you're going to need to download the Chrome web browser. So if you have Safari or Edge or Internet Explorer or something like that, you can use other ones, but Chrome is really the most stable to use with Clever. So I highly suggest downloading Chrome browser. Okay, so assuming you have the Chrome browser, open up, if you're on your Chromebook, open up the browser and it should take you right here to the sign-in page for the school district, pgcps.org. If you're using a different computer, you want to click up here in your web browser and type in pgcps.org. Boom, and we'll take you to this website, which I was just on. Alright, so once you're on this website, okay, there are actually two methods to sign in. This is going to be if you're using a web browser. Okay, click here where it says options, not on the options, but next to it there's a stack of 3 lines. I call it a hamburger. Some people call it pancakes. I guess it depends if you prefer breakfast or lunch. Alright, so I'm going to expand this window a little bit. I'm going to click on those 3 lines and then come down here to where it says Student Resources. It should look familiar. We've done this in the past when you were doing scheduling last year. Okay. And then you come here, the first thing it shows you is log into Clever, along with some other resources. Okay. You can look at those at any time. Lots of good information. I highly recommend you come to this website and check it out a couple of times throughout the year. Alright, so we're going to click Log into Clever and wait for that website to open. Okay. And if you're logged in through your pgcps.org Chromebook, it should take you right here. Okay. If you go to pgcps.org like I just did, you might see something a little different. So I'm going to pause here for a second and show you the other thing you might see and what to do with that. Alright, so the other thing you might see is when you click on Clever on the web browser, you might see this page, which says Prince George's County Public Schools. Alright, so in order to log in here, you're kind of going to have a simple time for the most part. If it doesn't say Prince George's County Public Schools, click Not Your District, and you have to search for Prince George's County Public Schools before you get to this login page. Alright, so we're at the login page. I'm going to click Log In with Active Directory right here. Okay. Then you're going to come to this website and it asks you to type in your username and your password. Your username is your first name dash last name, any numbers that come with it. You do not have to include the @pgcps.org. Type in your password and click Sign In. Yep, there it goes. The Clever logo comes across the page, and then you are taken to your dashboard. Okay, this is the page where you see all your classes. I see a bunch of different things. I'm on the teacher view. So I'm just going to click on Mr. Vasquez's page. Not all your teachers will have this, but those of you those that do will have something very similar to this. Okay, there may be an announcement at the top of the page, and then you will see class resources. These are all the web different tools that your teacher will be using or may be using during the school year. I have some here. There are some that I will be using that aren't posted here yet. But the thing about Clever is once you go here and you log in through Clever to access any of these resources, you should not have to then log in to use any of them later. Okay, so for instance, Kahoot, I'm going to click Kahoot. And because you're already in the system through Clever, you should not have to create a new account or figure out your old account. Okay, obviously, to use Kahoot, you need to enter a game pin, which you would get from me or whichever teacher. Google Drive. Now, if you're already on the Chromebook, you have Google Drive automatically. If you're using some other computer to access, you might have to use this. We're going to be using this quite often this year. Okay. And Edpuzzle, those of you who had my class last year, we used Edpuzzle quite a bit. Edpuzzle, and it'll take you to there. You won't have to log in. Let's make sure. I've not used Edpuzzle yet, and it takes me to my videos. Okay. So that's how to log in to Clever and a little bit about how to use Clever. And we'll be using this, hopefully, to make things easier and more streamlined for you throughout the rest of the year. Okay. Thanks, and talk to you soon.